So to work on your typographic poster, first what you need to do is grab a reference online with the font that contains your time period. And what I've chosen is the Bauhaus, and you can see that this is the Bauhaus font. That's the Bauhaus font, and the Bauhaus comes from the Bauhaus era. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the image which I downloaded as a reference, go to Illustrator, File, Place, and choose my Bauhaus image. Here's my Bauhaus image. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this image as a reference or a base for the poster which I'm going to work on. So I'm gonna lock this, add a new layer on top so that I can work on it. And then I'm going to create my images or the shapes that I actually want to work on. So using the pen tool, I'm tracing the sections which I want to work on. So here's the first section. I'm gonna grab the anchor point, that's the anchor point, and change my anchor so that I have an arc over here. Then using the square, I'm gonna draw a square with this location. Then I'm going to draw a triangle. Here's a triangle. And I have half a circle and another triangle. So here's my other triangle. And here's my circle. I'm gonna go to the center using Alt and Shift, draw a circle. Here's the circle. I'm gonna convert this so that I can see the outline. What I need to do is using the knife tool, cut a section, delete, I don't need this. And for this part, I'm going to grab the anchor point. Let me just add a few points. So I'm going to add a point over here, a point over here, grab the anchor point and raise it upwards. Then using the convert angle to fix my overall shape. So once this is done, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes, and my last shape is going to be the box over here. That way if I decide to drag it to the side, I can see that I have my shapes. And those are my overall shapes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those shapes to fill in text and to color the overall object. So let's start by adding some information about the Bauhaus font. Bauhaus typeface. So the typeface was done in 1969 by the German Bauhaus school. Here's some information about the Bauhaus. And what I'm going to do is, let me just copy the information over here, go to Illustrator, and I'm going to fill that information in the box over here. So I'm going to click Alt and drag it to the side. Going to click on the Type tool. Inside the Type tool, you have the Type and Area tool. I'm going to click on the outer outline, and I'm going to click Ctrl V to fill in the new information. So this is the new information. what we're going to do afterwards, select the circle, color the circle red, and color the text a white color so that we have a contrast between the two. So this is white. It has our information. I'm gonna scale it down a bit so that it fits in a nice way. What I can do, I can go over here and just add the information where it's going to be appropriate. Okay, so the next step, let me color another section. So I'm going to color this with the same yellow which they have, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add, let me color this black, add some numbers over here. So if I grab the Bauhaus font, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Those are my numbers. And my font is going to be Bauhaus. Here's the font. So I chose the font which is Bauhaus. And this font also has to be Bauhaus. So the font size is 10, or let's go for 11, white. So that's the Bauhaus font. Let's fix this. And let's keep this as is for the time being. We're going to grab the numbers, go for white, decrease the size. That's the numbers that show the Bauhaus font. And then what you can do, you can add the letters, the alphabets, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I added all the letters. Let's decrease the size. And what we can do is color this white and add it to the design over here. We can decrease so that it fits in this area. I just need to align both of those. Okay. And let me fix the circle over here. Alright, so what we have at this point, we have the letters and we have the numbers for the Bauhaus font. We can color this blue as a design element and color this yellow. And let's send this, arrange, send to back. Let me call this also blue as a color. And we can add few lines over here to complete the overall design. Let's switch this and color this black. We can place the black line over here. We can increase the size of the line by increasing the stroke. And we can add one line over here so that we have a balance between the overall design. So I'm just going to add a line also over here. Then what we're going to do is, or what we're missing, is the actual name, and the name of the font is Bauhaus 93. So it's Bauhaus 93. So I can split this into two. I can have Bauhaus on one line, 93 on the other line. So I'm gonna add Bauhaus over here. Color this white. That's Bauhaus. And 93 in the middle, also in white. And we can increase this in size. So that's Bauhaus 93. We can make the color a bit darker so that we can see the yellow in a much better way, and we can make the red also richer so that we get a nice burgundy color. And that way we used an actual poster for Bauhaus to create a typographical poster that contains information about the Bauhaus font. And this can be hidden, and our poster is done.